Saturday.
All right, welcome to Pacer Chat on 2 nights before PTC, the UTMB Eve tonight, or how do you call it? UTMB Eve? That just sounds weird. So UTMB, the big race starts tomorrow. They got some other races going on that have finished today. We brought Lindsay on. He is our Florida expert, Lindsay Rayleigh, on UTMB. So as we dig into it, Lindsay's going to give us his insight into the race. He ran CCC last year.
That's correct.
Yeah. All right. But as always, we're going to start off.
Expert might be a little much, Jeff, but I will do my best.
Well, you're more of an expert than most of us. So we're going to start with, as usual, how everyone's doing. Bobby Joe, we're going to start. We're going to go clockwise. How are you doing? How is your running going? What are we, 5 weeks out?
Something like that. We're a little too close for comfort, actually. It's going good, but I'm starting to feel I had a little bit of fatigue this week just because I've been, doing good. Now you got to back off a bit, but yeah, it's getting to where I want to add a bunch of stuff because I feel like I missed out when I was injured, and now I'm getting anxious. So it's all good. We'll see what happens.
All right, Marty, how is your running going?
Well, it's going good when I do it, but man, it's just so hard to get in a groove with my schedule because, my first appointment is not till 9:00, but like tomorrow it's in Bradenton, so I got to leave here like at 7:30. So if I want to get a run in tomorrow morning, then I've got to do it. I got to get up at 4.
Yeah.
Which, I used to do that all the time, but it's just hard to get into a rhythm. And my last appointment of the day is usually 6 p.m. So it could be 9:30, 10 o'clock when I get home.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I feel you on that.
Just taking some getting used to, but my runs are the quality is getting better for sure. I've been doing more outside, less on the treadmill in the heat and getting used to it. And so I'm excited about that. And I'm committed to the Festivus. I'm going to be ready for that sucker, and I'm going to get a PR. And we'll see what else happens. I'm hoping to sign up for the TikTok and get a good long run in that day, the 12-hour at the end of September, but I haven't registered for it yet. And the longer I go without getting any really good quality long runs, which I plan to get one Monday because I'm off Monday. But anyway, I'm not so sure that'll be smart for me to try to do 12 hours if I don't get.
Well, in time races, you don't have to be there the whole 12 hours. So, you just go and do what you got to do.
Yeah,
Right.
use it as a training run. I think it'd be a good training run. And is the race September? I can't remember.
It's like
Last weekend in September, I think it's the 27th.
Yeah.
They do great aid station, so it'll be a great supported long run. You can get as many, miles as you want. Like you said, it's a 2.8 mile loop, I think. And so, every 2.8 miles you pass that really nice, or they have like 4 or 5 dang black stones with pancakes, brisket, kind of stuff.
I always like going over to TikTok because I have a nice place to stay whenever I go over there and get to hang out with some good friends. Right, Lindsay?
Anytime.
Yeah, so Lindsay's right, a couple blocks off of the course. So that's his training ground over there, TikTok.
I see enough of Lake Hollingsworth on a daily basis. So, TikTok doesn't excite me a whole lot, but maybe someday.
Yeah. So I know I was talking to Lindsay earlier, and we were talking about he's dealing with a little bit of an injury, which is hard on him because he was supposed to be out at Run Rabbit Run, and so but he's recouping because he has long haul coming up in January. So I think Lindsay, you're going to be out of your element at long haul. That's not a.
It's going to be mind numbing and really hard for me, but that's part of the reason why I'm doing it. And I think at my age, it's probably going to be one of the last chances that I have to try to go sub 24. So that's kind of my goal, to do kind of a walk run strategy and try to get under 24.
Yeah, we'll be out there watching you. We're excited. We're excited to see that. So
hopefully pacing too, Jeff.
I'll be out. Yeah, if I can pace, I will be out there. But you definitely have a good crew person with Michelle. So I love having you guys crew me whenever we hit races, and so it's been.
She is the expert at it and very good, and yeah, I'm looking forward to having her helping me again, because she's been the reason I've gotten around all the races that I've gotten through and finished. It was pretty much all because of her.
Yeah. Yep. Good deal. My running pretty much is non-existent this week, so I got slammed with work. I've gotten one run in, and I just haven't had time putting in 14, 15-hour days up early in the morning. So I'm a little stressed out. And then going into tomorrow, got a lot on the calendar with the live stream coming up on Saturday. We got a lot of people. We got a big headquarters here at my house this weekend, so a lot of people coming in town. Some people staying here. It should be. We're looking forward to having a fun weekend, a PTC
Lumber
weekend.
party at Jeff's house.
I think Joe Miller's parking his camper in my front yard. It's gonna be fun. So we're looking forward to it. Again, I don't see myself getting any runs in. So over maybe Sunday and Monday, I'll get some long runs in. So all right. So we're gonna jump right into the big running news. We have UTMB going over in France. And so we brought Lindsay on. What's that? Chamonix, yeah. I just don't say, because I butcher every single word over there. So France, I can't butcher.
Come on, let's hear it. I want to hear
it. Chamonix.
Oh,
or some of those aid stations like the, I'm not even going to try. I'm not going to try. Yeah.
Some of the runners would be good.
Yeah, I'm horrible. Wait till Saturday on the runners. So I learned a little trick from somebody. If you say the name fast, people don't know you're saying it wrong. So we'll be doing that. So we brought Lindsay on. Lindsay ran CCC last year over there. That's the 100K race. And I believe he's our Florida expert on UTMB. I don't know too many other people have gone over out of Florida out of UTMB. Lindsay, what are some of the different races they have over there?
Yeah, it's UTMB and CCC to a lesser extent gets all the pretty much fanfare, but the whole week, starting on Monday, there's a whole series of races based out of Chamonix or in that area. It kicks off with the PDL, which is a team mountain race, very technical. It's a mountaineering race. It's 186 miles with 83,000 feet of climbing. It's not marked. It's all map and compass and glacier travel, and it's a very serious undertaking. And that race is, I think, actually still going on. Monday night TDS. That's a 92-mile race with 38,000 feet of climbing. It's another very technical mountain race, but it's marked and on trails. That goes from Courmayeur, Italy to Chamonix. Then there's a bunch of smaller races through the week, some 25-mile races, a 9.5-mile race. And then today is sort of the sub ultra race of the week. It's OCC, and that runs from Auxerre, Switzerland back to Chamonix, and it's a 50K. It was 37.9 miles because of a reroute. Very fast race. Jim Walmsley won it today. Really close finish. He got passed in the last, I'm not sure exactly what it was, last 10 or 15 miles at the last aid station, and then he had to track down the Italian runner in front of him, and they finished 20 seconds apart, 20 or 30 seconds apart. So it was a pretty great finish. Tomorrow morning, CCC starts off. CCC is the baby brother of UTMB. It starts in Courmayeur, Italy, and runs around Mount Blanc into Switzerland, and then back into to France, finishing in Chamonix, and that's the race I did last year. Phenomenal race, lots of fun. There's lots of differences between racing in Europe and in the United States, and I can go into some of that. And also sort of my perspective on UTMB in general, and my feelings about the race, the organization before I went, and also how it changed a little bit after going there. For a lot of folks, I kind of have a love-hate relationship with the UTMB organization. I mean, the UTMB race itself is a phenomenal mountain race, only to be probably rivaled by Hard Rock here in the United States. It's a very, it's 33,000 feet of climbing, 108 miles around Mount Blanc. Absolutely incredible scenery. I never really had intentions of running any of the UTMB races, but through Pinhoti and Bighorn, I had collected some of the running stones, as they call them, just by running some other races. And then they changed the format, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago, to where you can only get the stones through UTMB sanctioned races or races that they own and operate. And they bought some races here in the United States with some controversy, and then Western States became a partner with them. They're not a UTMB race. And so I had stones from the other races, and then when I ran Western States, I was able to get stones there. And I had put in for UTMB, I believe, 2 years, and never got chosen. And the whole system is it's just not transparent at all. I mean, you put your name in through their website, and they just send you an email. You got in or not, or you're on the wait list. But then, like, I was on the wait list one year, and like 5 days later, and they say you're off the wait list. I didn't know how deep I was on the wait list. And so then I guess last year I put in for CCC, and I got selected, and we, turned it into kind of a longer vacation, spent 2.5 weeks in Europe, and spent some time running in Switzerland prior to the race. And, showed up in Chamonix on Monday, and I must say it's a ton of fun. I mean, if you ever have someone has the opportunity to go to Chamonix and be there during UTMB week, it's a lot like the feeling of being around Western States, but just on steroids. I mean, there's CCC alone and my year had 2,800 runners in it. There's like 3,000 in UTMB. I mean, the amount of people there, and the energy, and I mean, every elite runner in the world is there pretty much. They have this huge running festival that there's every manufacturer in the world of anything related to trail running is there. And there's like just hundreds and hundreds of companies we never even heard of here in the United States. And just walking around and experiencing all that was a lot of fun. I mean, it turned out to be a blast, frankly. It's different though. I mean, most U.S. races are at most 300. Black Canyon's got 700. That's probably the biggest race that I've run in the United States. But you're talking 2,700 people. For CCC, you've got about 3 miles of roads, and then it goes to single track, and it's a big bottleneck. I mean, you just come to a standstill for, I think we stood there for 45 minutes till it sort of stretched out to where you could get through. Racing in Europe is different. I mean, besides the crowds, aid stations are completely different. I mean, they have meat, sausages, cheese, bread, dried fruits, not a lot of fresh fruits. I mean, there's some. You've got to really be, ready to adjust to a different diet while you're over there from an aid station. They have for all the UTMB races, they use NAC. I had never used NAC. It had actually heard some bad stuff. People didn't like it, but I bought some here in the States and started using it and actually ended up liking it.
Yeah, they had NAC out at Cocodona, and they had applesauce packets. And
applesauce, they have those are the purees, but the actual drink mix is pretty darn good. I've really come to like it. It's got a lot of carbs in it, and it's pretty easy on my stomach at least. Crewing is different. I mean, with 3,000 or almost 3,000 runners, that's a lot of crew to manage through the mountains. You have to take everything by buses. There are long lines for the crew to get onto the buses and get to the first aid station. I didn't see Michelle and Candy, Michelle's friend, till Champé Lac, which is basically at about 34 miles, was the first crewed aid station. So you have to be prepared to carry a lot of your food if you're not going to, and they don't have drop bags either. That's the other tough part. So I had to carry a lot of my own nutrition for that first 33 miles. Stunningly beautiful scenery. People were super friendly. I mean, running with other runners from all over the world. It's kind of neat. They put a tag on your backpack of your flag of your nationality. So it's, you can meet up with other Americans, or, which countries everybody's from, and if you know the flags. And, met some
Pacers, right?
Huh?
No Pacers.
No Pacers.
That's not at all UTMB races. That's just
it's a European thing.
There's not enough room for Pacers. I mean, there's so many people. But it's amazing. Even with that many people, it did stretch out after you leave Courmayeur. There's about 3 miles on sort of country roads, and then it goes to single track, and it's just straight up for about 5 miles. It's the single biggest climb to the highest climb, and then it's just a series of ups and downs. And I thought, well, this was the tallest climb. It'll be downhill from here, but they just got steeper further into the race, both going up and down. But it was fun. I mean, I would highly advise anybody that has the opportunity to go over there. I mean, it certainly adds, you don't want to go over there just for the race. It has to become a bit of a vacation, just from the cost of getting over there and but with all that people, I mean, there's probably 8,000-9,000 runners in Chamonix that week, and surprisingly, it was crowded, but it didn't seem overly crowded. I mean, you could get into a restaurant, amazingly, without having to wait. And a lot of the restaurants are open on the streets where the runners are coming into town finishing, so you can sit there and eat your dinner and cheer runners on, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, so tomorrow they kick off CCC. Here's a list of our American runners out there running. You got pretty good lists. Francisco Pupi, he's running. He's having a good year. But we got Drew Holman. I don't know. Just run small from U.S. Eric LaPluma, Eli Hemming. He's probably one of our best 50K runners. I think Eli decided to run this instead of run in Worlds. He chose this. Anthony Costales out of Salt Lake City. Great runner. So the Americans, they have a pretty good list on here. So it should be cool to see the Americans in this race. And this is the 100K.
Yeah, women there, because there's some pretty good. I think.
You talking about the women?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Lottie Brinks, Fuzhou Yang, who what was she, second at Western States, second or third?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Aaron Clark, Beth McKenzie, Emily Schmitz. So there's the U.S. has a pretty good lineup too in there. On the UTMB, on the MIG one, on the men's side, Jeff McGavro, who was fourth at Western States this year, so he'll be out there. Ben Demon, who is an American, but I believe he lives overseas. He'll be running. Daniel Jones, Tom Evans, all good runners. Ludovic, and then you got Rod Favard. Be great to see him bounce back from Western States. Hayden Hawks is out there. So again, that's going to be a good race. It'll be fun to watch. I'll probably Dakota Jones. Probably have it in the background because we'll be live streaming. So we're going head to head with UTMB this year.
Well, the funny thing too is I remember running PTC 2 years ago, and Walmsley won. So I'm running down the trail screaming, "Jim just won UTMB," and nobody cared. And then Courtney won, and I'm yelling, and more people actually knew Courtney's name than Jim's name, which I thought was funny. But that was my PTC memory.
Well, I have a similar memory, but I remember running it a few years ago. My pacer on the bike goes, "Hey, Jimmy Buffett just died."
Oh, that's right.
It was dirt. I'm like, what? Wait, what? So
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
was it 2 years ago? Yeah. So I remember that. So
the race could be interesting for both CCC and UTMB. The weather's supposed to get a little better tomorrow, but it's been very wet in Chamonix today. I mean, they delayed the start of OCC and they had to do a reroute. And I think they're going to have to carry the cold weather kit. And that's the other thing in the UTMB races. They have mandatory race kits. And it's pretty extensive, especially if it gets into the cold weather kit. I mean, I have a 12-liter Solomon pack, and it was stuffed to the gills.
Oh, wow.
I'd say it probably, with my 1.5 liter bottle or bladder. I probably had 10 pounds on my pack. I mean, it was, and I didn't use any of it. Never put it. It was.
No, I think
we had to use the hot weather kit, which required a safari hat, type thing, which I can't stand. They're too hot.
So, women's side, you got Courtney DeWalter on there, Abby Hall. Those two right there will be great. A lot of people are picking Ruth Croft to win overall, so that should be interesting. Emily Hallgood, I believe she was on miles. You had her on miles with Marty, right? Marty?
Who? Hallgood? Yeah.
Yeah, Emily. And then we got Lindsay's favorite runner, Heather Jackson, out of US.
I've come to appreciate Heather. I think Heather does not have a lot of big mountain experience, and I was watching an interview with her with Dylan Bowman, and bad weather and big mountains like this, it could be a rough night for her. She hasn't run through the night ever before. She was saying she said she's got 4 headlamps. She's scared about it. It could be a tough night for her without having a lot of mountain experience.
Yeah, I know we were at a Black Canyon a few years ago, and she was on the panel, right. And she was me, Lily, and Michelle were like, she's like, well, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just go out there and running, and we're all like, you're such an asshole. But and then when Lindsay a few years ago, we were actually set up right next to her crew at Bumblebee, so that was pretty cool seeing that. So she is a talented runner, come over from triathlon, done really well. So we'll be getting her on. Who else is on there? Alyssa Clark, Lily Dwyer. I mean, there's a good list. Stephanie Howe, the U.S. So it's going to be it's going to be exciting. It'll be a fun race. So I'll be having it on in the background when I'm live streaming. So it'll be fun to watch. So
we'll offer updates throughout the day for you.
We will give you updates. Come to Pacer Travel live stream, and we will give you updates. So one other cool thing we were playing around with before we started was UTMB has the UTM index, your running index. So I asked Lindsay if he knew what his was, and he was actually off by about 10 points. So as a reference, you can type in your name. So we're going to type in Jim Walmsley, just as a point of reference. Jim has a 945 UTMB index score. All right. So then we're like, well, what is Lindsay's? I still have the W in there. We're going to go back. Lindsay Rayleigh has a 393 index score. So basically, and then if you click on it, it goes through all the races that were tracked by UTMB. So you have like the CCC, Black Canyon, Cruel Jewel, Western States, Bighorn, Black Canyon, Pinhoti. So he has a lot of.
I think
Lindsay, you need to come. You need to come claim this page.
my number's been going down because I didn't race any last year because of knee surgery. So I'm gonna qualify that a little bit. I think it used to be a little higher.
All right, IOSA. I got a 527 index score, so I'm a few points below Jim Walmsley.
That sounds pretty good to me. I am not on there, in case anyone's wondering.
Yeah, so you got like Cocodona, Gorge. You don't have really, I don't see any Florida races on here. Rimner River, Black Canyon, Burnham River, Long Haul, Pinhoti. So me and Lindsay have a few races that show up together. A lot of these Black Canyons, and we met out at Pinhoti. I think I got two. Actually, Chrome Zoom did show up on the index for 2018. I think I ran very bad there. And then my Umstead DNF, which counted as a 50 miler. So it's pretty cool. It'd be curious to see who has the highest the UTMB index score in the state of Florida.
Yeah, we'll just think of who's our mountain runners.
Yeah, I don't even know who. Brian Charbonneau has a 700. He's in the 700s. Hoover has a 452. I don't know. There's a bunch of Hoovers. Charbonneau has a 703. So Brian has a pretty good score.
What about Andy?
Gardner, Marty.
Hey,
there I am.
Marty, you have a 0.
I don't even have a 0.
Hey.
How's Marty get a 0? And
Could be enough that haven't lived.
Oh, he's ran Cruel Jewel, right? Or
Black Canyon. Marty, you were almost DFL at Black Canyon.
I was close, yeah.
You were one off, man.
That's the year that I left my these glasses in my drop bag. I only had sunglasses, and it got dark on me, and I didn't have a headlamp. So I was like the last 3.
Did you finish
at the end?
Did you finish at Black Canyon City, or did you finish at the new location?
Yeah,
okay.
Black Canyon City. I was 22, I think, when I did that.
Yeah. Now they switched it. You go. I forget what that big field is called that you kind of go to. So pretty cool.
No, I am okay about being recognized by UTMB. So
I haven't run a UTMB race. All right. What else? What other races do we have going on?
Do you want to go? We have a race for the ages. If we want to go into that, we've got Wildcat 100 up in Pensacola.
Yeah, so these are races happening this weekend. So Wildcat's going on up in Pensacola. They got looks like in the 100 miler they got 60 people running there.
I think our friend Katie is doing the timing up there.
Oh, is she?
I think so. She was, unless that changed. What about it, Katie?
Yeah, that'd be cool. So And then they got the 100K. They actually have 5 distances up there. Well, one of them's a 5-miler. So you got 14. Katie is doing the timing up there. In the 50-mile, you got 42 entries. And so in the 50K, you got 50 entries. So they have a good lineup going on up there. So we'll bring you updates on that next week on how that race is going. So Lizzie, you gonna sign off?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and but I really appreciate y'all having me on, and it was a lot of fun, and I hope everybody stays healthy. And Marty, we might see you running around Lake Hollingsworth or on the 27th.
Okay, buddy. Yeah, even if we don't see each other then, since we're in the same town, we need to hook up and break some bread and say hi.
Absolutely, sounds good. We'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Tell Michelle. Tell Michelle we said hi.
Will do. Appreciate it. I'm gonna shout out to Michelle. She's healthy. She's running hard. She's got Lake Sonoma 100K in late October. So
all right, good for her.
All right.
See you guys. Take care.
See you, Lizzie. All right, so we got Wildcat. That's our other big race in Florida. So good luck to all those going up there. Katie, keep us updated on it. So for the live streaming PTC on Saturday, we'll reach out to you to get some updates on the timing up there. Or maybe we'll even pull some timing up. So I'll get in contact with you. So we are excited, and I wish I knew you were going up there. I would have got you. I'm driving around with your shirt in my car. I just haven't stopped at a post office yet to mail it. So luckily, Nicole and Luke will be here tomorrow night for dinner. So we'll be able to add them. So I think we have someone else joining us. He should be up in a second, and we'll go to him for the next race that we're gonna talk about. I'm waiting to wait his camera to come up. So that's Wildcat Ultra. Next is the race for the ages. Mike, are you with us? Let's see if he pops up. Maybe we have audio. So this is Bobby Joe. You want to take this one?
So this is up in Tennessee. This is another one of Laz's races. This is an interesting race in that you run the same amount of hours as you are old, over the age of 40. So everyone 40 and under has 40 hours to run on this loop. And after that, it starts from behind. So it started this morning, early this afternoon. 93-year-old Don Jans from the Villages. He started, so he has 93 hours to get as many laps as he can, and it goes from there. The next starter will be starting soon at 8 o'clock their time, 9 o'clock our time, and it goes from there. There's a lot of people from Florida represented, and
we have a lot of old people.
We have a lot of old people. It's a true testament to the longevity in this sport. And
I think our buddy Jim Miller is running, if I'm not mistaken.
Jim Miller's there. Martha Mayer is there. So if you go to Mike's MCM timing page, you can find out. It shows everybody's start times and ages and where they're from. So you can just see.
Jim Miller is 73. He starts tomorrow at 11 a.m.
So Jim takes pride in being the oldest at a race. He don't even have it. He's not even in the top 20 in this one.
Tom Barton out of Sarasota. He starts Friday at 3 p.m.
Ray K. And David Wilkerson.
His wife, Ann Barton, starts Friday at 4 p.m. So,
Markle, former Miles with Marty guest.
Mike Melton.
Yeah, Mike's just gonna get his 2 miles in.
I don't even know who Tim Purell is from, the next town over from me, Clearwater, Florida. He starts Friday at 5 p.m.
I had no clue he was 67. He don't look a day over 52.
This is a race that's on my list. I think I want to wait till I'm about 50, so a couple of years from now. But I mean, just to be on the track, for me, this is exciting because to be on the course with some of these people who have been in the sport for so long, and
Right.
that's where you get to hear all the stories and hear about the history, and it's like, I don't know, I think that's a lot of fun. So I would love to get up there eventually. It's not a young person's race. I know some people under 40 that have tried this and just gotten beat.
So there's a 7-year-old.
Yeah, there's a 7-year-old and a 14-year-old. Those are both Laz's grandkids.
Oh, 7 and 12.
7 and 12.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll see
There's
a few cantrels on there. That's Laz's family.
Yeah. So I'm curious, after 61 years old, there's no start time. So does everyone start if you're over 61?
It's 41 is supposed to go to. So I don't know if that's just a glitch in the matrix or what.
Yeah, then you have all of Laz's family. So there's a 37, 35. So
yeah. And maybe Mike will try to come back. They are in the middle of Tennessee, so I know he often has issues. But
do we know what
the friend? Go ahead.
I was gonna say the course is. I was curious what the course is. It's a mile mixed asphalt and concrete path.
Yep. It has what do they call it? There's like a nickname for like Dead Man's Loop or something like that. Something ominous. Cool. That would be fun to track over the next couple days. And it's a 100-miler? It's timed, so.
Oh, it's timed. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, is it the race where Bob Becker set the record? That won the race and set the course record?
I don't know who that's a question for Mike, and he's not here.
He tried to jump on. He tried to jump on.
I don't know what the record is here.
So, all right. Next race we'll go to is probably one of the longest races. Would you say that?
You're right.
Yeah. And Bobby Joe again is going to pronounce this one for me.
This is the Sri Chinmoy.
Is it in Queens?
Transcendental.
Okay. Is it Queens?
It's Jamaica, New York.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what borough that is.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamaica, Queens. So it is. Yeah, it is in Queens. So, all right. Here's Mike. We got Mike.
I see
you guys now.
There he is.
Hey.
I had to restart my phone.
Oh. Yeah. Are you on the course right now?
Yes, you can see the arch behind me. So I'm standing just outside the timing area. And so people will start under that arch and come downhill past me. And then they go out and do the 1 mile loop and come back around and come back through the arch again. And Don Jansen's already done 7 loops. He'll be coming by here shortly for number 8. He's 93 years old, so he has until Monday at noon. And then Karsten Solheim starts here in about 20 minutes. And he's 88 years old, so he'll have 88 hours to run. And so we're trying to figure out how long Don will keep the yellow jersey, the leaderboard. We're thinking it might be 20 hours, maybe 18 hours.
Explain the yellow jersey.
Well, so Don, when Karsten starts, Don will have maybe 9 miles in, 8 miles in. And so Karsten will have to catch Don. How long will, Don is the leader right now because he's the only one producing miles. So at some point there will be, and then Doyle Carpenter starts at 10 p.m. and we have a couple of people starting at 11. And so sooner or later, those younger people moving faster than Don will pile up enough miles to pass him, and someone will take the leaderboard away from Don. And it's sort of like the Tour de France, where the race leader wears the yellow jersey. So we call it, wearing the yellow jersey. So.
Oh, good deal. Good.
Is there a time in the race where it really starts to get equalized?
Yes. Usually it happens about 30 hours in, where you start getting competitors who sort of clump up together near the leaderboard and near the front, and then the lead can change several times. So
Mike, sorry.
And just to recap, we're in Manchester, Tennessee, in Fred Deadman Park. So this is the Deadman Mile, and it's a certified 1 mile loop in the park. This is a sanctioned race, so it's eligible. It's records eligible, and we've had a handful of records set here over the years. Almost always people in the higher age groups. The course record is 230 miles by Bob Becker at age 74. Because the late 60s, early 70s is the sweet spot. You have a lot of hours to run, 70, 72, 73 hours to run, and you're still young and fit enough that you can actually move quickly enough to pile up miles.
That's amazing.
What it says lifetime.
So
it says lifetime miles. What does the lifetime miles mean? So Donald Jones has 707.
Yes. So this is our 11th year, and so Don has done 712 miles here, or 713 now, something like that. Lifetime miles at Race for the Ages. And Doyle Carpenter is the race leader with, I think, 1,289 lifetime miles.
Correct. Yeah. So Donald Jans. So Donald Jans is from the Villages. Is he carrying a loofah on him?
He is from the Villages. I don't know if he's got his loofah here.
Kevin Caudell wants to know what color it is.
Yeah. So this race is designed to give older people an advantage. So, and you can tell who's who in the race because anyone who's wearing a bib number that's lower than yours is older than you. And anyone who's got a bib number higher than yours is younger than you because I assign bibs according to age. So I will start running tomorrow at 5 p.m. because at age 67, I get 67 hours to run. I'll do a couple of miles a day to keep my streak alive. But I'm bib number 68. So there are 67 people here out of 137 total people in the field. We have 14 people age 80 or older. We have 55 people age 70 or over, and we will hand out probably 100-mile belt buckles this weekend.
Wow! Wow! Who do they think is the front runner, or who do they think could take it?
So pre-race favorite for me is probably Steve Troxel because at age 66, he has been in the running or he has won it or been in the top 3, I think, a couple of times here. And he's a really strong, steady runner. And he's, old enough that he gets 66 or 67 hours to run. He doesn't start in my group, so I think he starts an hour behind me. So he starts
Friday at 6 p.m.
So he's 66 years old. So I would rank him as one of the favorites. If Brad Compton were here, Brad has been, but I don't think Brad's running this year. I don't remember seeing him on the entry list. Doyle Carpenter is a tough competitor, even at age 84 or 86. He still tried to pile up miles, and he would go for the win if he could.
Yeah. Keith Dunn's on there. I've run a lot of races with Keith Dunn.
Oh, yeah. So there are 4 people here who have run all 10. Now they're doing the 11th every year. And they are Doyle Carpenter and Keith Dunn and Maurice Robinson. And I'm trying to remember the 4th off the top of my head. It'll come to me. So, and the oldest woman who's running is Dorothy Jonas at age 78. And we only have a handful. We only have like 10 or 12 women 70 and over.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
It's a really fun race because as you run the course, on a loop course and a short loop like this, you get to see everybody a lot. And so you can stop and talk with people who have been running. Doyle Carpenter's been running ultras since the 70s. And he's got some stories. He was the American 48-hour record holder at one point.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's what interests me. So I'll get up there and maybe the next couple of years.
We have some great stories here.
That means a lot of the
What's
usual fixed time people.
Yes, yeah. You'll see the people who run here are also regulars at places like the Dome across the years, Merrill's Mile, some of the other fixed time events. So.
Cool. So,
all right.
Yeah. All right. I'm trying to figure out how to get you off the exit solo. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I was going to shout out. I got a friend, Steve Tuttle, out of Ohio.
Oh yeah, Steve Tuttle will. He will start a couple of hours behind me. So.
Jim Arnold, also out of Illinois.
Oh,
ran
Jim.
with
Yep.
Matt Merrill's
Jim.
mile.
Jim's a great guy, and John Price is here. Ed Masuka. We have just a whole bunch of people here. So.
And me and Jim had an interesting
and Jim Miller.
conversation. Or no,
Yeah.
me and Jim Arnold.
Jim Miller of Florida. Oh, well, and
Yeah,
Jim Miller from Florida. He's running here. Yeah. Sorry.
Me and Jim Arnold had an interesting conversation about the selfishness of transcons. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, definitely, ultra running is definitely, I think, a selfish pursuit because it takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a fair amount of money at times. And, it really is more of a solo thing rather than a, group family thing. So
Yeah.
there's a selfish aspect to it. Definitely.
We did notice there's no start times after age 61. I thought.
Oh, that's because I haven't plugged him in yet.
Oh, okay.
We figured out
We're making sure the rules didn't change.
And in fact, lifetime miles have not been updated for more. I think I only did 3 or 4 people, and I'm working on that between now and like midnight. So so everyone gets at least 40 hours. So if you're a 22-year-old, you get 40 hours to run. And we only have 4 people starting with the minimum 40 hours. Almost all the people are over 40 years old, and the bulk of the field is over 60.
When's the finish time?
Monday at noon, Labor Day at noon.
Labor Day at noon. Okay. Is it always Labor Day weekend?
Yes, it is because we wanted to give the 3-day weekend, as much time as people could have, and that gives, we start Thursday, so a lot of people have to be here Thursday to start Friday. So
yeah. So we're live streaming PTC on Saturday. Can we check in with you?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. I'm here until Monday.
Yeah. So we'll check in during the race and maybe get some live footage, get some Florida people out there that we can check in with. So
yep, and I'm going to jump off because I've got to go get Carson started here in a few minutes. So thanks for the
everyone.
chat.
Have fun.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Mike.
Take it easy, Mike.
All right, tell Gary I said hi. He'll know what he'll know what I mean. All right, so we got that. We did talk about. We could talk about this race for not the one we were just talking about, the one in Queens. This one's going on for a month, so we can come back.
52 days. It starts on the Sunday. So yes, this is 52. It's another timed race. So you have 52 days to get 3,100 miles. It goes around one city block in Queens. The record holder is a man from Finland who's running. It'll be his 18th year running this year. The record is 40 days and change. But yes, this is Sri Chimnoy self. I can't remember the name now. Transcendence. I was looking at the picture of him, and there's some interesting photos. But this is when I was telling Jeff earlier. This is one it's not on my never list. So there may be a time I need to reach some sort of self-transcendence. So.
There you go. So we got
self-transcendence, but I'm not interested in the race.
Yeah. We got through October 20th to talk about this race.
And the only other main point to make is that they can only run from 6 a.m. until midnight. So, and then the course closes for 6 hours at night.
Cool. So, all right. Got PTC this weekend. We're all excited. We'll be live streaming some of Marty's crewing, one of the front runners. So he has his work handed to him. I talked to Mark earlier today, or about an hour ago. So we got 242 running. I got to remember to print out that we have the bib assignments on there. So I gotta print these out. For some reason, Fred Soley got bib number 2, and Karen Levy got bib number 1. So, and then it goes down from there. Mark bib number 3. So a little different than how we've done it in the past. But we're excited about it. We'll be out there live streaming. you go, I think I posted the links for the live stream and they should be up. So we're going to have 2 live streams from 6 to 2 and then 2 to the finish. So that way it kind of breaks it up. We're excited about it. I know Bobby Joe's coming in town tomorrow. Joe Miller's coming in town. So and then Marty will be out there, and it's gonna be fun. So this is I'm excited about this one. We'll see how we go on this. And I'll be stuck in I got my studio getting set up, so I'll be stuck in the studio most of the day. I'll move over to the finish line probably a little bit after 2:00 just to get me out of here, and we can transfer over to there. I think it'd be fun to broadcast out of the finish line. So
he gives me the hard job. I'll be getting my miles Saturday.
Yeah. So it should be fun. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to get you guys get the subscribers up, and it'll give you all the notification of when we're doing things. Marty had a podcast.
Smash that like button.
Yep, smash that like button. Marty had a podcast this week with Shay Frederick. And I know he's holding on to this one a little bit, and it was good to listen to it. Shay's a really cool guy to listen. Very humble guy. Great listen. Go to Miles and Marty podcasts, and you can check that out. He dropped it, I think, on Monday, which is good. I had a lot of driving this week. I listened to a lot of podcasts this week, so we're excited. Who you got, Marty? You got anybody coming up?
Yeah. The next one is actually our buddy, Brian Pacenti.
Nice.
His 10th finish up in, not Benoti, Leadville.
Leadville, yep.
Finish. He's
Yep.
a really interesting dude. He's a coach. He's a podcaster, and he's very funny. And so he's a good talker, because he's an experienced podcaster. He did have a podcast with Simon Gerard for a while, and Simon decided to just do his YouTube thing. But so now he's got a new co-host, and he's got a really good podcast called Buckle Up. And like I say, he's a coach, and he's an accomplished ultra runner. So he's got a good story.
Yeah. Brian's one of my good friends out there from Colorado. So his co-host was missing yesterday, so I had to fill in, and I think it was a nightmare. And so we interviewed Anastasia Wild. She's a photographer, so it was pretty good. Yeah. So I don't know how. I think I screwed up a lot of things on it. So I'm excited about that one with Brian. It will be Brian's a really cool guy. He got me through Run Rabbit Run. So we're excited about that. What else do we have going on? I didn't do the ticker this week. I was running behind on everything. Marty, what else? You started the Effin' Runners?
Effin' Runners, what?
You started the
the Miles with Marty effing running club. And so y'all are honorary members. I haven't got your shirts yet, but I haven't. You got to tell me the color. I know Bobby's a tank person.
Yeah,
and they do have.
She likes the butcher.
Are you extra small or small?
Me?
I'm an extra small.
Anyway, go on the link. I'll text you the link. Go on the link and pick your color, and I'll bring y'all a shirt. And because I already put you in the group on the Facebook group.
Yeah.
We also have a Strava group.
I'll have to join that so we can get competitive.
Our mission is to change the world one one act of kindness at an effing time.
I thought you were going to say one effing runner at a time.
Yeah, it's all about the community, just trying to lift it up, by helping other people. I did something the other day just to have a selfless act. I was at Publix, and there was this dude who normally I would he would be one that I would flip off. He was. I'm not gonna get
Marty, you would never.
I'm not going to get into politics, but he was like the type of guy that I would never hang with. You know what I mean? And so I saw him loading up his groceries and stuff, and he was just to the point where he was about to either leave the basket there by his truck, which he probably was going to do that, or either push it way across the lot to the little park spot where you park. Hey, let me take that up for you. When you do those little acts of kindness and you don't expect any repayment, then you change the world one little act at a time. People do it in ultras all the time. I always tell the story at Long Haul last year in the mud when I was slogging through, and Harvey, who was having a bad day because he had diarrhea, at the race. And so he was struggling to make it in the top 10 or whatever. But he stopped and walked with me for a little while. You need a gel, you need this, you need that. You could tell I was in a low spot. It was like at midnight. And I was just trying to make it to mile 50, 14 hours in. And so, people do that all the time in ultras. And so, it's
we're kind of used to it. So, well, good deal. Good deal.
Speaking of clubs, we could look at this Pacer Travel Club. Because I see a top female there last week.
Oh.
Looks familiar.
Wait, so this is distance, Stork, Lynch, Charbonneau jumped in there.
I was 6th with 55.6 miles.
Here we go. We're going to pull up this one. The real one.
Just 55.4 miles.
I ate too much cheese on Friday night, so my Saturday was horrible. So you were the lead female with 55.6 miles. So nice job. And then you can tell all the people that are what's the word we use? Oh man, I'm drawing a blank. The week before your race. Tapering. Mark was tapering with his 55 miles.
Right.
Kevin was tapering with 49. Who else is on there? I think I put up 8. I was 8th. I think curious if Stark's going to slow down. He has his big race coming up, Stagecoach. And then Keith is training for Chicago Marathon. Brian's actually looking at going to Tunnel Hill. So he wants to get a fast 100 miles. So he wants to go up to Tunnel Hill. I don't know. Charlie's up in Jacksonville. I don't know who Chris Folk is. And then we got the rest of the group. So Jenny Lee Allen, congrats. Alex is on a taper. Congrats everyone up there. So good week. So now we got to start doing the Marty's, the F and Runners Strava Club.
And then we do have the 24 days for Team USA. The official race did end, but you can still submit miles if you haven't submitted miles yet. You do have to go in. When you go into your profile, it won't pop up the same way it used to. You have to hit view past races and go into it from there. Go into results and submit virtual results.
Do you know what we raised overall?
The email, what did it say, about $3,000?
The 3,000? Yeah.
Right, yeah, we'll give that for a nice round number. So thank you everybody who donated, who signed up. We're looking to get shirts out mid-September. So it took a little bit of time because we really wanted to find the right company where we could honestly save some money and make sure as much of those profits went to the team. So.
Speaking of shirts, Jeff, is there any way you can get me a PTC shirt?
Oh, PTC? Oh, I got one. I got one of these for you.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, we should be able to. So
I'm glad to pay for it, but I just, because I unregistered, I'm not going to get one. So
I get one, but I usually never keep it. So you can have my shirt. So if it gets to me, so I have way too many shirts.
I'm not quite as skinny as you. That's the only problem.
Well, I haven't picked my size yet. So we'll figure it out. But Also on PTC, we did drop a video this morning. This is the, we did a chat with some of the fast runners. And so you'll see, we got Mark, Alex, Joanne, and Loanne. So
Yeah, I don't think the sound's coming through.
okay, so basically what it was talking about, that was talking about Joanne had to get into the race legitly through the wait list, even though her new husband was the race director. So I think at one point she was 90 on the wait list, and he wouldn't let her in. And so great video. Go to that, check that out. We jumped up on some. That thing got 90 views already. I barely posted that thing. Wow, pretty crazy. So
I was checking out the subscriber number. It's creeping up there too.
Yeah. So I'm hoping we pick up, 30 to 40 subscribers with the live stream this weekend. So we're gonna post the links, start sharing the links, because that's the best way we're gonna get the information out to people, is by you sharing the links.
Good looking thumbnail for those.
Yes.
I heard that Mark told me there was going to be somebody on a bike that's going to be with the leaders.
Yeah. So my buddy Tommy, he's coming by tomorrow night. We're gonna set his bike up for a camera, and he's gonna follow the leaders for about 20 miles mid county. So it should be impressive. And then
I'll be able to get some good shots too, because I'll be crewing Mark. So
yeah, you'll be up there. Yeah, you'll be able to get Mark.
When I see him coming, I'll have to throw the phone down to get his stuff.
Actually,
I'm going to keep for the 50 feet that I have to keep up with him.
Marty, I'm giving you this so you can put your camera on the tripod and crew him as he goes through. So you got this one is for you.
We don't want to see any bootlegger Marty thumbs on this.
Right. And then this is what Bobby. I got two of these, so Bobby Joe gets this one, and I got one to go on a bike. So I just ordered another one of those. So we're excited. So listen, if you're listening, I know Nicole's on there. Nicole, I'm hoping you'll get us some footage of where you'll be. I'll get you guys the links and stuff. And if you're going to be out there and you want to help with filming, just let us know. The people at the aid stations will be getting one or two people from each aid station. I already talked to a couple of them, and it should be fun. So I think we'll be able to get the best footage out of any race we've ever done with this race. So we're excited. And then we gear up and figure out what races we're gonna do next. So we're excited.
Yeah, if you're a race director and want us to come to your race, let us know.
Yep. We have a couple we're already thinking about and talking with the RD. So we're hoping we like it. I mean, we like being out there. It's fun for us, and it's a blast. So, all right, we're right over an hour, and I have a ton of work to do before I go to bed tonight. So, all
right, see you tomorrow.
Get going tomorrow. So Marty, I'll talk to you afterwards after we end. So if you're coming into town, we look forward to seeing you. Reach out to us if you think you can be a camera on the on the course. Just you find me on Facebook. Just send me a message and we'll get you info. Very easy to do. So get some sleep, and we'll see you all this weekend. Good luck if you're running elsewhere besides PTC. We'll see you next week.